don't have the guardian staying at their home. I don't have anyone staying at their home. They're
Freaking hair's all goofy. Whatever. Is there one nearby?
Yeah, the one it's on the way to work. It's the one in Dunmore.
Yeah. Would they pick her up, or would you have to pick them up?
I would be dropping them off, but they have something where you can drop them off like an hour or two early. The place opens at 8, so I might be coming in for like 6:30.
Yeah. So what? They would hang out there all day long?
I mean, I get off at 2:30.
Would that be the? Oh. No, that's the Boys and Girls Club.
Well, it is like a summer camp. The camp actually ends at 5.
Okay, so, well, you drop them off before work and then pick them up after.
Yep.
That would work out. That's pretty cool. Well, when would that start? Like summertime-ish?
2 weeks.
Okay.
Almost summertime.
So you're just
I can get them in.
You're staying in the projects?
Well, even if I didn't, I could still do.
No, yeah, but I mean, I haven't heard you like mention it in a while, so I figured you were just kind of settling down and being okay with that then.
I mean, I can't move in with Mom.
No, I agree. I completely agree. She makes it hard, and it's already a rough situation as it is. It's uncomfortable. It's demeaning. It's embarrassing just because situation, and then she just kind of makes it worse by like taking advantage of your feelings for the most part. She makes you feel guiltier, and she uses you for basically as she sees fit. She thinks that since you're in her house, you get to be her private slave, and you have no choice because you're there in her house.
And if you don't, you're kicked out.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't do what she says, she boots you out. And it could be middle of the fucking night. It could be a week after you got there. It could be months after you got there. It could be just in the middle of the fucking day, without notice. Just
depending
because.
On which way the wind decides to blow.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you disagreed with where she put a piece of garbage, or what is garbage, and then bam, you're out. And with the 2 kids, you can't have that unstable environment. The kids have to see you basically getting up, doing what you're supposed to do every day. I mean, leading by example, I think, is the best thing to do for kids. Show them stability. Show them that mommy's doing her thing every day, even though you're doing it alone with just you. And the fact that you keep doing it every day, you're showing them a lot more than you think. I mean, it's harder because it is just you, but they know it's just you too. And the older they get, I think the more they'll realize that the harder you're working. And it's shitty for kids to grow up in a single parent environment, but a lot of times all that tribulations and trials as a child, it molds you as an adult. And a lot of good people came from single parents.
I feel like it's as long as you treat the kids right.
Yeah, you treat them right, and you just kind of show them and try to instill in them good morals and good values, and let them figure shit out for their own, and try not to baby-proof the world and let them experience, but also shield them from the really, really rough things the best you can, because you can't shield them from everything, because it's impossible. But,
yeah, I know.
I mean, if you try your best and they see you do, honestly, it'll work out. Especially the fact that you don't beat the shit out of them. That's always a plus.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds so simple, but...
I set up a Carla's dog kennel. All 3 dogs can fit into that thing. With how big it is. Veritas last night decided she wanted to sleep in it.
That was weird. So, you bought a new dog kennel?
Well, I got on a different one for Vacara, because I can't, if I set up the other one, Pistachio will think it's his bed. He loves his kennel.
Yeah. So he would take it on her.
Yes.
Okay. So Sissy slept in the dog kennel?
And Arrows. I woke them up this morning and they were both in it. I don't know.
Where's it at? Downstairs?
No, it's in there. I put it in Veritas' room, so I'm going to set up the one air conditioner in her room so it stays cool in there for her.
Yeah.
And I'm going to probably set up the other one in Erica's room because that has the most space. And just have the bigger dogs upstairs while I'm gone during the day because, you know.
Well, they'll be hidden and they'll be in a cool room.
Yeah, they terrorize the house though when I'm gone.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I'm going to miss when I leave, is the central air. So much.
Yeah. I have the air conditioner. So.
Yeah. I love walking into the house on a hot day and, kind of cooled off. If I paid my fucking electric, I should be able to enjoy my fucking air. But I'm going to have to get into the game of buying a fucking air conditioner again. We have one that we brought with us that we bought a few years back, and it is ours, so we're just going to decide where we're going to put it, and we got to make a maneuver. I think we're going to make our main living room in the basement, so it might not be too bad in the basement. It's usually cooler in the basement. But the basement's finished, so.
Oh, it's a finished basement? That's nice.
Yeah, finished basement and a finished attic.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, just because the house is small. So, I mean, that does add to it. The main part of the house is the first floor. And the first floor is just like 3 tiny bedrooms and a dining room and a kitchen. And a bathroom. So, like, basically everything the house has is on that one floor. And they're all tiny little rooms. But there is a decent-sized basement that's finished. And a half the size attic finished. But we got a little over a week now.
Nice.
Are you bringing anything for Star's barbecue?
I'm going to bring deviled eggs and some other smaller snacks. I might bring some extra meat.
Okay. I should probably ask Star if she wants anything to be brought specifically.
I did, and I told her and cornbread.
Cornbread.
Oh, yeah. And I'm bringing the pool for the dogs to play in.
Yeah. I was thinking about bringing a bottle of wine and then drinking it all.
That's all. She already said bring alcohol if you want to bring alcohol.
Oh, did she? Okay.
And what's it called? She's asking Chris's family to bring the potato salad. Apparently, she said they make the best potato salad. I'm on the, you know.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So that should be interesting.
Yeah.
To see Erica and Shelly in the same area.
In swimsuit.
Yep.
She also set up like a 70-foot slip and slide for the kids.
Okay. Well, it's basically going to be your kids and Shelly's kid, right?
Probably.
Yeah. There might be more kids. Who the fuck? I think April's a kid too or something.
Yeah. I know that, I guess, apparently Veritas and Eros are the most aggressive out of all the kids, which is weird, because Eros isn't aggressive at all.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, that's because they fight with each other.
Yeah. And they're close enough in age to constantly have issues.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. I don't care.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
I'm used to them fighting.
Yeah, you kind of get used to it, I would think, as a mom. Just becomes like white noise in the background. If it gets too loud and too vicious, that's when you break it up.
Wait, what?
If it gets too loud or too vicious, that's when you would break it up, I would imagine.
It depends on who starts it.
Yeah. That's how the puppies are for us right now. We'll let it go when they're fighting for the most part, but once it gets too loud and too vicious, it's like, all right, guys, stop. Or if they get too close to the TV, it's like, oh no, calm it down. Because honestly, it's just fighting. And I'm sure you understand because your kids fight, so.
Oh yeah, all the time.
And right now, these are our 2 little kids, and they fight all the time. They just go at it. When I left, they were going at it. When I went to bed last night, they were going at it. When we were sitting watching TV last night, they were going at it. They just are constant fight with each other. And Gambit has a habit of dragging Gizmo around by his tail or his collar. So he'll start biting his neck if they're fighting, and he'll loop his muzzle, his like face around his collar, and he'll start dragging him around the living room. So he basically has his head over the other one's head in his collar, almost like a person would grab his collar, but he has it in his mouth and he's dragging him. Hey,
That's not good.
there's a leak again. So, or if you're running up the stairs, he'll grab him by his tail and pull him down and drag him down the stairs. Gambit's a fucking bully because he's a little bigger than Gizmo, so he likes to kick the shit out of him.
And he is really not going to enjoy training. It's like a mixture of big dogs and little dogs. Like the biggest dogs there are two Great Danes.
Yeah, that's going to be the problem because he thinks he's the big dog everywhere he fucking goes. Where he's the fucking, the alpha, the fucking big fuck. He keeps going at the fucking Rottweiler and the Pitbulls that are in the neighborhood. But he's already bigger than all of them. He's about as big as that one Rottweiler there. The Pitbull, he's fucking like a foot bigger than him. But, I mean, he's just, he looks so fucking vicious when he's like barking and going after me and you're holding him, but he's not a vicious dog. He just looks like it. He looks like he wants to attack anyone that goes near Erica. If it's just me out there walking him, I can kind of keep him like ignored, you know, keep him distracted from like people or dogs. Sometimes I can't, but most of the time I can. Go walk away, okay, hey, go potty, hey, do this, hey, look here, it's okay. But if Erica's out there, he loses his fucking mind. He won't let no one go fucking near her.
I gotcha.
He's out of his fucking mind. And he just ripped the one fucking thing off his collar the other day. The fucking metal piece that holds the fucking chain. That metal loop that goes on the collar they hooked the leashes up to, fucking ripped it off his goddamn collar.
That is weird how he did that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just happy to attack the guy that he was trying to get. He just kind of went up to him and started circling him. And he sees the guy every fucking morning because we go outside to go to the bath. It's like 5:30 in the morning. This guy leaves to go to work. He sees him every fucking morning. But it's just the way he fucking is. But Erica was saying yesterday she don't know if she can take him out anymore when he's doing that because he's getting kind of too strong for her. She can't hold him back.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Bakari. I don't know. I keep getting told that she's really calm compared to the other one.
Yeah, that's good. You're fucking lucky. Because I don't think anybody's ever told us that ours were calm. Like, never.
Yeah, I have no idea.
They're not calm. I can only imagine what Mom's going through with hers, but again, I keep thinking of that, and then I think, well, I know the way Mom is, so they're probably being reprimanded in some way. To where they are being forced to relax and forced to stop fighting by Mom's standard. I don't want to get too deep about it, but we both know how that is.
Yeah, I know it's just Mom. We all know how she is.
Yeah.
Especially with animals, which probably isn't a good thing.
No. Hey, did you see the fastest girl in the world right now is a white girl?
Where's she from?
She's in college. She goes to Kentucky. Her name is Abby Steiner. She's like breaking world records. I mean, I'm not trying to be racist or not, but it's been a while since the fastest person has been like a white person, guy or girl. But I mean, this girl, I mean, she's American and everything. She is blowing by everybody.
Girl, or is she the fastest for a female, or is she the fastest?
I believe for a female. I'm not sure, but I believe she broke some world record of like the 200-meter indoor, and she's in college. But it showed her like in these races, and like if you ever watch these track races, it's I know it's racist, but I don't give a shit. It's just what happens. You'll see everyone start up, but then you'll see all the black people kind of pull ahead. You see the white people back a little bit. But this one, it was like the black people pulled ahead of the white people, and all of a sudden she blew by everybody. It was like, holy fuck, this bitch is fast. But she is breaking records, and I've never been in the track and field, but I mean, it's kind of crazy. The last girl I remember in track and field that was any good was FloJo, and she was on drugs.
Oh, yeah.
That was the last American I knew about it, but this girl named Abby Steiner, she might break some records and bring some light to the track and field. It's very different. You don't ever hear about track and field, but I saw that this morning. And you've heard of the Mandela Effect, right?
Yes.
Do you have any personal experiences with it? Like, does anything, do you remember anything different than it actually is?
I honestly don't know. I don't pay that much attention.
No. Well, I mean, I have two things that I think the Mandela Effect happened with me.
The Bernstein Bears?
The Bernstein Bears is one of them. And the other one is the Sinbad movie, the Genie movie, where he was a genie called Shazam. Because there was never a movie with a genie called Shazam with Sinbad in it. And I thought there was. I remember seeing it.
Yeah, me too.
Well, there never was. There was a genie movie with Shaq called Kazam, but I thought there was also one with Sinbad called Shazam, as him as a genie. But there never was. And that's one of the Mandela effects, is that a lot of people remember a genie movie with Sinbad in it called Shazam. But there never was one. But millions of people remember it, but it's not there. It never happened. And that's probably my biggest Mandela effect, because I remember sitting there watching cartoons and seeing commercials for Shazam with Sinbad on it. I know I did. I know the difference between Shaq and Sinbad. I watched sports, and I knew who Shaq was, and I saw the Shaq one, and I saw the Sinbad one.
No, Shazam, yeah, no, there is a movie called Shazam. I just looked it up.
No, there's not.
Do you remember the 90s movie Shazam that stars the comedian Sinbad as the genie who appears in a pair of kids?
Yeah, yep.
No, it's yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Well, that's one of the biggest, unless it changed again and there is one now, which is fucking even weirder, because that was one of the biggest Mandela effects out there.
Okay, hang on. You're not wrong, hang on.
I was like, maybe it switched back and there is one now, and I'm jumped from universe to universe again.
Hang on, wait a minute. Okay, if it's not him, then how is it that they have a picture of him?
I know. Millions of people remember this movie, but it never happened. That's why I believe in the Mandela effect. And it just, maybe it's just so weird. But they have a thing that they think might have happened, why everyone is thinking this. Have you ever heard of the CERN Super Collider in Switzerland?
Yes.
The Hadron Collider, basically, it's where they smash electrons together and try to make like black holes and find new particles and shit. Well, they think when they turned this thing on and started using it about 10 or 15 years ago, that it put us into a new universe that we are all going through now. And some of the stuff, what the fuck is going on? Come on, people. What the fuck? But they think when they turned on the Super Collider that it changed the universe that we were in into a different universe. That we moved into a parallel universe, that a few things have changed. But that's just one theory. But again, you remember that Sinbad movie too, so I'm not alone in that. But I know there was a Sinbad movie, and I'm almost positive the Berenstain Bears was EIN. And the biggest reason I remember, because I remember writing my book, The Monster Under My Bed, that little book that I wrote as a kid. And I remember looking at the Berenstain Bears books that I had to get the spelling right. Because I wrote in that book, in dedication to the Berenstain Bears. And I made sure I got all the spelling right, and I would have got that wrong. I would have got a check mark or something if that was spelled wrong. And it was not. And that is in my book, dedicated to the Berenstain Bears, and it is spelled EIN. And I think that's one too. And Star Wars, where Darth Vader says, "Luke, I am your father." You know, he never says that in any of the movies.
Yeah, I've heard about that one.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't remember too much. I just know because that was the word, because I never really watched the old Star Wars. But people who's watched Star Wars go nuts over that one because they all remember him saying, "Luke, I am your father." But I guess he never said that in the movie. But the Mandela Effect.
Did he say, "Luke, your father am I"?
I don't know. He just says, I honestly have no idea. But he doesn't say that phrase. But that's the most popular phrase from Star Wars, is that phrase. But if you ever go to like YouTube and go down a rabbit hole of Mandela effects, it starts really driving you nuts of a lot of the stuff that you remember that never actually happened. Like,
I feel like that's some bullshit. You know what? I'm gonna ask someone else.
yeah, I know. Same thing. I guess a lot of people remember Jif used to be called Jiffy, the peanut butter Jif, and people remember it being called Jiffy in like the 50s and 60s. But
I know. At least in our time, it was always called Jif. And
Yeah.
I remember the commercials from it.
Yeah, I always remember Jif too. But there's like things like that, like propaganda and items and movies and stuff that never was, that millions of people remember that was. And it's just so weird how so many people remember the same thing that don't know each other, but that those same things never actually happened.
I just asked a friend about it. I'm gonna see what he says.
About the Berenstain Bears
Yeah.
or the Sinbad?
Nope. Sinbad.
Sinbad, yeah.
I don't care about the Bernstein Bears only
Yeah.
because I
Well,
was.
Yeah, there's different ones that affect different people. Different people remember different things. And the Sinbad one is one for me because I swear I remember watching cartoons on a Saturday morning and seeing advertisements for that movie. For Sinbad, because Sinbad was popular when we were kids.
Yes,
And
it was. Yes, it was.
those big old parachute pants and the big purple jumpsuit and everything else. I used to like Sinbad. But he was never in a genie movie. And he was. I know he was.
God damn it. Yeah.
And people always say, "Oh, no, it was Shaq." It's like, I know Shaq had one too, but so did fucking Sinbad. It drives me nuts.
I can tell.
Yeah. But things like that makes you think there's something goofy going on in the background of everything that we just have no idea about, you know?
There is.
There really is. There's shit that we just don't know. What the hell? Okay.
Sorry, we got a new system I'm trying to figure out.
Just had a weird text, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't send that text recently. That was like a week ago. It just popped up the top of my text like I just sent a text saying, hey, I forgot about this text a week ago. No, I didn't fucking forget about it. I didn't need to text them again. Oh boy, oh boy. Be nice.